St. Brown on center stage. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week.
It's the Lions and the Texans on Sunday night primetime.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this primetime contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Huard. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
The punter Jack Fox to get this one started. And away we go from NRG Stadium. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Here comes their offense to begin this series, and leading them to the field, as always, is the QB.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
Collins there to grab it. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. Second and 3 now. Stroud off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. A lot more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Off play action, Goff. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of...
Hello? Hello?
Why do you have to tell me today, baby?
What's that?
Why do you have to tell me today?
What do you mean?
Usually you tell me to do a rundown of how messed up work was.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
You on your way home?
Sure. That's not what I'm doing. I'll come home.
No, what are you doing? I don't know what you're doing.
I was going to switch off the beans. I got the wrong beans.
All right.
He's going over the bridge. So do you want to come home right now?
You gotta do what you gotta do. I'll see you when you get home.
No.
That's good. I'll see you when you get home. I don't know what you're doing, so finish up what you're doing.
I'm just switching out the beans and then I'll be home.
Okay. See you when you get here.
Oh, are you working tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Talk to you later.
On the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, it's Gibbs. We'll have him gain
how that
about a
goes.
handful there. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not fair.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
They go play action with Goff. Has it down close. And in for the Detroit touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Stroud throwing here on first. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it off. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. Huge game.
It'll go down as a 37-yard punt. And it's going to be Texans football. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Connection made to Dell. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it's second down coming up.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. Finding Collins. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Has a lane inside the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Looking to throw, Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd and 6. Now it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. Everly's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Cordero Patterson now to return. And look at this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Ball at the 33 for first down. They're going play action. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Coming right is Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. They'll go for it. Goff. He finds him beyond the marker. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They go play action here. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. They connect on the deep shot. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Montgomery is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions get 6 more on their early advantage. David Montgomery with the touchdown. That one splits the up. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Fox now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. Schultz with the catch. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 32. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Kate, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their fourth sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Goff working from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Off now on third down. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. And with a half a football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Got to think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing off the play fake here. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives the Lions the first. New set of downs for him from the 46. They've got a man in motion. First down throw from Goff. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 now. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Finding Hurst. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. A give up the gut to Montgomery. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
From the gun, Goff. Off the mark there, incomplete pass.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Completed over the middle.
Catch.
And he won't salvage
Better.
that. It's a loss
Do
on the
better.
play.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Throw it.
Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. A very short kick here from the right hash.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fox now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. And a man is there to knock that away.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. From the gun, Stroud. Completed to his running back. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. They'll throw it again. Forced out to it. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. On the option, here's Mixon. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout, their 1st. The Texans set to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That goes for 36 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Throwing again. It's Goff.
There we go.
And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get more points to end a lopsided first half. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Fox now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Houston calls it second timeout. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On play action, here's Stroud. And that's incomplete.
Wow, he caught that?
7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. So second down coming up.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little giant after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Collins there to grab it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Lions intercept the final throw for the end zone, and that is how our first half's gonna end.
All right, Kate, thanks very much.
And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Patterson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Goff on first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. Third down coming up. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. And they send a man in motion. On third and long, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt goes 63 yards. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Goff working from the pistol. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions trying to end this before the final quarter. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead. Fox now to kick this one away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finding Collins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st down, Stroud. He's got him, that's Mixon. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Stroud. Completed to Collins. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the 1st. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. To the air, Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Patterson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. There it is, touchdown Detroit! The Lions keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. Fox now to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Finds the in route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. This is complete to Schultz. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on that gain. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. DJ Reed brings him down that time. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Stroud now on 3rd. Has his man, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Houston 1st. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 27. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans making the scoreboard look a touch better. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Texans cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Here's Raymond on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. It's taken in by Williams. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions put up even more points in a win. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions tack on 7 more to their lead.
Texans 17. Jack Fox to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Stroud throwing here on first. Chased out to his right. He can run it. 16 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Back to throw, Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Stroud now. He completes it in traffic. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. New set of downs.
I can't stop them. They can't stop me.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Dell with the grab. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud.
Oh, pick off the pass.
By a defender and winds up incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Oh, he's in trouble here, and he'll go down. The Lions got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play. And, boy, did the defense do it there.
Another try following the sack. He puts some power on it deep. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions continue adding on to that lead. Fox now to kick this one away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. But new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Stroud. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 4. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now it's Stroud. Completed to Collins. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's good for the Texans. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw, Stroud.
Is that candy bag empty?
Pass caught by Mixon. And he's able
Is
to
it
reach the
empty?
40 on that play.
Where's
These
it go?
intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now.
Pick it up. Make sure it's
Still
closed.
sticking with the passing game. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Complete to Dell. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston 1st. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Touchdown, Houston! Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Here's Raymond on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to be taken down right around the 39. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Montgomery now up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. So the Lions get the win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it?